In today's episode of Value in My Toy Collection, we're going to value 82 one-of-a-kind dolls representing the counties of Mississippi. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum, so it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Jump right in and start valuing these dolls. Miss Marshall County is worth about $25. Miss Lawrence County is a custom doll. She's worth about $30. Miss Marion County is a custom doll, and she's worth about $30. Miss Pontotoc, also custom, worth about $30. Then Miss Sunflower is custom. She's worth about $30. Miss Panola is not custom, but she's a very pretty doll, worth about $20. And Miss Jasper County is very pretty, but not a custom, worth about $20. Miss Holmes County is custom, and she's worth about $30. All of these are custom and worth about $30 each. Miss Pike County with her feathers at the bottom. And then Miss Alcorn County, kind of looks like Marilyn Monroe a little bit. And then Miss Greene County, custom, worth about $30. And then Miss Coahoma County. All right, then we have Miss Monroe County. She's worth about $35. Miss Clay County is just a common doll with a common dress, probably worth about $10. And then Miss Clark County, she's worth about $15. And then we have Miss Montgomery County, who is custom, and she's worth about $30. Lamar County is not a custom dress, but she's a James Bond doll, worth about $40 alone. And then Miss Washington County is a star doll. She's worth about $30. Miss Leake County is worth about $20, and Miss Wayne County's custom worth $30. Then Miss Issaquena County is a common doll and a regular dress worth about $10. Miss Jefferson County is custom. She's worth about $30. And then Miss Pearl River County is also custom, worth $30, and so is Miss Noxubee County. And then we have Miss Benton County. She's common, worth about $10. Yazoo County is a custom, worth $30. Perry County's custom, worth $30. And then Tunica is worth about $15. Miss LaFleur County is custom. She's worth about $30. And so is Miss Neshoba County. She's worth $30. Equipment is not custom, but she's got a super nice dress on. She's worth about $25. And then Kemper was custom from a different doll creator, worth about $25. Then we have Miss Hancock. She's custom, worth about $30. Miss Bolivar County is worth about $30. She's custom. Jackson County, also custom, worth $30. And then Simpson's just regular, but she's really nice, so she's worth about $20. And then we have Miss Atala County. She's one of the nicer ones. She's worth about $35. Covington County is custom, worth about $30. Lowndes County is worth about $30. And then Claiborne County is also worth about $30. DeSoto County is worth about $30. Copiah County is worth about $30, the home of our toy museum. And then Miss Lee County is worth $30. And then Miss Yalobusha County is worth $30. She's an old Marie Osmond doll. Then we have Miss Lincoln County. This is not a custom, but it's a super nice dress. She's worth about $35. Miss Stone County is custom, worth $30. And then we have Miss Tippah County, worth about $30. She's custom, and so is Prentice County, also worth about $30. And then we have Miss Franklin County. She's custom, worth about $30. Miss Jones County, custom, worth about $35. She's one of my favorite ones. And then Miss Jefferson Davis is not custom, but it's a nice dress and doll, worth about $25. And then Miss Tate County is custom, worth about $30. Miss Warren County is not custom, but nice dress, worth about $25. Scott County is custom. She's worth about $30. Tishomingo is not custom, but still worth about $25. And Adams County is custom, worth $30. Tallahatchie County is custom. She's worth $30. And so is Calhoun County, also worth $30. Humphreys is not custom by the same designer. She's worth about $20. And then Miss George County is worth about $30. Then we have Miss Hines County. She's worth about $30. And Miss Winston County is also worth about $30. And then we have Miss Sharkey County. She's worth about $20. And then we have Miss Itawamba County, who's custom, worth about $30. Miss Webster County is not custom, but she's worth about $30 anyway. Miss Emmett County is custom. She's worth about $30. Forest County is custom. She's worth $30. And so is Chickasaw County, worth $30. And then we have Miss Choctaw County. She's custom, worth $30. And then Miss Lamar County next to her, also worth about $30. And then we have Madison County, worth about $30. And Miss Carroll County, also worth about $30. Next we have Smith County. She's not custom, but she's worth about $30. Miss Union County is custom, worth about $30. Miss Lafayette County is custom, worth about $35. Miss Rankin County is custom, worth about $40. And Miss Wathall County, she's custom, worth about $30. Grenada County is custom. She's worth about $40. And then Miss Harrison County is custom, worth about $30. We have Miss Newton County. She is not custom. She's worth about $20. And then Miss Wilkinson County, she's worth about $25. She's not custom. And then Oktibbeha County is worth about $25. Well, with our previous 452 videos of value in my toy collection, our total was $1,117,808. Now, when we add this video of all of our custom Mississippi OOAK dolls, we can add another $2,315 to our total. So that means our grand total for episode 453 of value in my toy collection is $1,120,123. Now, I've always wanted to say I had $1 million toy collection, and I can finally do so now. But I'm not really a millionaire. I'm more of a toyonaire. Maybe one day I can sell it all and turn that into some money. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. I like to see what all I have and what it's actually worth. And I'm putting all the toys on our Facebook page, and it's called the Toy Vault of Mississippi. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please think about doing so because it really helps us grow. So until our next video, we will see you then.